Today, we interviewed Dudley Ajan, Donwell's ex-coworker, and he had some things to say.
I lost sort of shit, man, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I don't want to get like that. I really don't. I'm so sick of even dealing with it. I'm just trying to get past it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get past this shit because it's not fair.
So Dudley Ajan was getting emotional on the phone with me when he was talking. He's going to meet us at 7. He's ready to get some stuff off his chest. We will be interviewing him face to face. He is yet another victim of Don Wells and Candace Wells' charade.
That Don reached out to me, and this is honest to God's truth.
Oh, I believe it.
While I was with Betty, and said, "You're focusing on the wrong people. It's not us. You need to talk to this guy." And I'm like, what? That's when people started coming to you. I personally know you're innocent. So
if I was the suspect, I believe TBI and FBI in Hawkins County would have taken me because I've met with them every time they ever called. TBI's been in my house, and I knew the first 20 seconds I talked to him, he already lost interest.
Yeah.
Why do you think they came to your house?
Well, because for one, it's their job. They have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, Don Wells said that I was the main suspect. I mean, I had the state police at my dad's house at 1:30 in the morning in Church Hill. The next day he fired me on a Monday, and Tuesday morning at 1:30 I got a missed call from my dad. He's called multiple times. Something's wrong. So I called at 7 and, "Are you in some kind of trouble, son?" They didn't even tell him what they were there for. They just was looking for me. Don Wells knew where I lived. Okay, Weber City, Virginia, and Churchill, Tennessee is two totally different places.
How does it make you feel that he's, we know that he's put your name through the mud. He's called you drug addict, all these things. How does that make you feel?
I mean, when I first heard it, it made me upset and angry. Because for one, I never done anything with him, but smoke weed.
Right.
So,
which I don't think is a crime. Is that a crime in Tennessee?
Virginia's legal. So
Okay.
it's legal in Virginia. That's where we're living.
Okay.
But how do I feel about it?
I mean, because he said basically that you're a meth addict.
You see, the problem is Don Wells and Candace Wells knows what happened to Summer Wells. So I was in the way. When I seen him, I've never seen Don this way before. He had this look on his face like something really bad happened.
When you say that date, what date would that be? So she went missing on that 15th when you say the Monday.
That's the 14th. That's the day I got fired that evening. That's the day he said, he was talking about having everybody at the job and stuff. Tuesday, the day Summer come missing, I believe is what I heard. Richard Tucker and all them. But that was Monday, not Tuesday. So to me, I'm like, why is he lying about the date? He was supposed to go work Sunday. He didn't show up. I worked Saturday. And Monday I go in and he's sitting on a tub, like head down and just distraught. And I'm like, this ain't good.
When you say a tub, where's this at? Like a job site?
At the job site.
What job site was that?
That was the one you recorded me at. Doing the drywall Saturday that was that job. That's the job he said, I couldn't tell what you had done that day. I put 5 buckets of mud on. She recorded me. And
Gotcha.
He got mad because I went over his work and it looked better. So he envied me. And he thought I was a threat to him and he was going to lose his job because all he knows how to do is finish drywall.
What was the address that you got, the last job that he was working on before Summer went missing?
I could tell you exactly where it was. The address, I couldn't went by lot numbers.
Location.
It was, what exit was that? I get confused in the towns, but I know it wasn't Bluff City. It was close. Jonesboro.
Jonesboro.
I believe it was Jonesboro. Yep,
Okay.
that's what it was, Jonesboro.
So you got fired the day before Summer got reported missing.
Yeah, I got fired the day before. The day he looked all crazy and shit.
Who
He was
fired
going to Jamie. He went and seen Jamie down the street from the job site. Okay, he went. And,
Who's Jamie?
Jamie was the guy that he said he went and talked to. You know, when Richard Tucker and all of them was there. That was, but he didn't say I was there. See, he's saying that was on Tuesday. That's what I heard, but that was on Monday. That's the day I got fired. They were all there.
Did Don fire you or Richard Tucker fire you?
Don fired.
What, like, why? Because he's like your at the time supervisor?
Well, we were partners, 50-50. Okay, that's what we were. Jesse put me with him, and because I was working too many hours on the job, and he wanted me to go sub because I'd make more money working with Don. He needed some help. Don was doing like maybe one house a month. Okay, and he put me with him, so therefore we jumped up to almost 2 houses a month. You know, we was doing a whole house, and then
Did you see him and Candus interact, or maybe even
she
you?
would come to the house. She would come to the job site with
She
Rambo.
would. And how did they interact with her? Like
Who's her?
the parents, like Don and Candus, how did they interact
They were
with
always
Summer?
fighting half the time.
They fought a lot.
Yeah, they fought a lot.
Did you ever see them abuse Summer?
I seen them, not Summer, no. But I mean, if it depends on what you consider abuse. You know,
Verbal
you're telling
abuse.
Summer go beat up Dudley and walk on the walkboard that's sitting on stairs 10 feet off the ground. You know, she's 5 years old. The walkboard's the same walkboard they had in the picture of her coming from her house down to the ground. That was her steps. So a walkboard's aluminum and they have holes. You know, it's not something a 5-year-old should walk that walkboard. And I'd be like, Don, what if she falls? Mr. Tucker's job be going down in trouble. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have the kids there.
So when you said that the grandma and Candace would come to the job
Yeah,
sites,
they come
why
there
would they
a couple
come?
of times.
Why would they go there?
One time they came there to get money. One time he had to go outside because they were fighting. I don't know what they were fighting about. But mostly they fought a lot.
When they came there, what kind of vehicle did they come in?
She drove in a Subaru.
Subaru.
Yeah, I believe it got impounded. They took it away.
Oh,
It's
they did?
5 months or something behind. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
It was taken back for lack of payment.
Yes.
Was that the yellow Subaru?
No. Yellow Subaru.
No.
That was a yellow. That was a red Subaru.
Red
There was a Subaru Outback.
Maroon.
Outback?
Huh?
Subaru Outback?
Not an Outback. It was a small little cross-track or something.
Cross-track, okay.
Yeah. It was a nice car. The day he fired me, he was driving it with tools in it, and everybody's making fun of him. Like, Don, why are you driving your wife's car to work?
Now with that's the day before Summer was reported missing. Did he take that Subaru to work any other prior time? Was that day on the 14th?
That day only. The only day I seen him, the day he fired me on a Monday.
Did he tell you why he was driving that car?
No, he didn't tell me why. I don't remember.
Gotcha.
I just thought it was odd because I've never seen it. I worked with him for 2 months. So somebody said 2 weeks. No, I worked with him for 2 months. For 2 weeks prior to this happening, I was begging Jesse and him to give me my own house and move me away from Don. The dude's crazy. There's something wrong with him. He's deliberately starting trouble. And, you know, they didn't listen to him. Instead, they set me up for the kill. So,
Did Don ever bring the boys to work with him?
yes.
He has.
Yeah, he brought him to the chocolate factory job. That was the first one he was there, and he was smoking weed with him in the house.
Smoking weed with the
Smoking
boys.
weed with his son. Yeah, he had
With
one
son?
son, the oldest one.
The oldest.
Yeah.
Josie?
Josie. Yeah.
Did you see
That's
Josie
his
smoking?
prize child.
Yeah, I saw him smoking weed. He was smoking weed right there. He left the roach in the damn window. I said, Don, I said, they're going to get us in trouble here, dude. Jesse sees that shit. He already didn't like me because I smoked funny tobacco. So to have it on a job site, you know what I mean, it was unprofessional. And then to do it with your kid, 11 years old, come on. I mean, that's not right.
9 o'clock last night,
I wouldn't trust him.
he said, I want you to come to the house. And I'm like, what? He goes, come to the house, and just me, you, and Candace, no cameras, no audio, nothing.
I took my wife there to get my money one time. She begged me to never bring her there ever again.
Heard that before.
Linda.
Okay? They're
How
not
did it make you
right.
feel?
They're,
It was just
for one,
very
they're-
uncomfortable. This woman just looks evil.
How was the condition of the home?
I never got outside of our vehicle.
you were
Whenever we
scared?
went, yeah. So from just walking to her from the outside, I'm like, where are you taking me? You know, somebody lives here. You know.
When you say you had to go there and get money, what's it like? Does he pay you out of?
He had to pay me, yeah.
When did
'cause
you get
Richard,
paid?
see, I didn't understand that. Not Richard. Jesse would direct deposited the money in his account because it was his job. So he would pay me my portion out of it, you know, which was 50-50. So I never actually got to see what the deposit was, but he told me what I'd make off of every job. And he would pay me my cash.
Did he ever stiff you?
Yeah, he stiffed me. He stiffed me the last time I was supposed to get $2,100. He paid me $300. Okay, left me with $1,800, and then fires me. Well, he fired me before, but you know, he went a couple of days, and I kept calling Jesse. I was like, "Did Don get paid?" Yes, and I ain't getting paid. He said he hasn't paid you. I already deposited the money in his account. I said, "All right." Well, I called him back. I said, "He didn't give me shit." He said, "He didn't give you nothing." I wasn't gonna tell me he gave me $300. That ain't shit compared to 21. You know? No, he didn't give me shit. He said he paid you $400. Well, he didn't pay me $400. He only paid me $300. And I had a neighbor that recorded it while I was getting it, and I was asking, "Have you heard anything about Summer?" And he just wigged out on me. Like I should have never asked that question. Why not? I'm worried about your daughter. You know, it's just kind of weird.
When you said that, he was acting crazy at the job, or he was, not right the next day, and he was sitting in that tub.
He acted crazy at the job every
He
day.
did act crazy.
Like
at
what?
the
Give examples of what you say crazy.
Okay. My favorite was this. I'm pulling the metal in around the window, and actually I'm pulling a butt joint on a wall next to a window, and he walks up to me with a scoop of mud on his knife and flings it right on a brand new window and says, "I bet you can't do that." I said, "When are you going to grow up?" I said, "Now you get to clean that shit." He turns around after I finish pulling the butt, takes a picture of it, sends it to Jesse and says, "Look what Dudley did. He's fighting with me. Just setting me up for a kill." And Jesse didn't call me. He's just letting Don deal with it.
So,
Remind me who Jesse is again.
Tucker.
Oh, Jesse Tucker. Okay.
Yeah, Jesse's Richard's son.
Richard's son.
He's the one that's letting the business go to shit. He'd rather have child pedophiles working for him in these neighborhoods.
Who would that be?
In meth head, Don Wells.
it didn't,
If I would have known I was working with a child pedophilist, I don't believe he would have made it.
When you call Don Wells a pedophile, why? Why is
Well,
he?
he's he molested his sisters. Okay, he's I was told that he was molesting Summer, and possibly Candace got pissed off and killed her because she was jealous. So, there's stories, that really throw red flags up.
We've heard the same thing.
And I hear, I've had Candace run out the door telling me, "Did I ever tell you I hate fucking kids?" I looked at Don and I said, "Is she talking to me?" And he
Candace said
said,
that?
Yeah, Candace said that. And I said, "Well, she's got 4. She should have kept her legs closed." But Don, on the other hand, he never got the good book about growing up. He's definitely a childlike 14-year-old stuck in a 53-year-old body, or however old he is. Because he's got games. He throw mud on the floors. He wrote all this shit on the walls that I got fired for. And he admitted about a week ago on there that he wrote down everything a meth head would do.
yeah, we heard that.
So he admitted that he wrote it on the walls, and he said I did.
heard that at some point TBI or Hawkins County Sheriff, I didn't hear which, asked you where Don Wells buried Summer's body. Is that true?
You know, yeah, to a point. It wasn't them that asked me that.
Who was
Did you
it?
say the FBI, TBI? Or, no, it was not
Yeah,
them.
law enforcement.
No.
Let me just say law enforcement.
No, it was a guy named Chris. You know what? I think, I don't know. I think it was a phone call. Somebody on the phone called me. Was it not on the phone, or was that when we went over there to Rock Springs to meet with Chris and his wife? Do you remember that?
I can't remember if it was on the phone or if it was in person.
I want to say it was when I talked to Chris over there at Rock Springs when we went over there to look to see about the concrete footers. Because they're the ones that said, do you think she possibly could have been buried in a house or something? I said, you know what? I said, they had a lot of holes around that last job we did. I said that they had to put concrete footers in. I said, and the holes were there, but the concrete wasn't. And there's a house on top.
And what location was that at?
Rock Springs,
Rock
exit
Springs.
6.
I'm sorry?
Edenburg. Rock Springs, exit 6 on Edenburg.
Do you know the address or road name or anything?
I just know how to get there. It's literally, the Edenburg is the subdivision with the school that's built on it. But if you were to drive around, it starts with a C, Common or something street, you turn right on it and go down all the way to the end, take a left, and you'll see the brand new houses. The very house in the corner that's on the right side of the corner, that's the last one me and Don did together. And all them houses to the left of that, to the right of that house, wasn't even there.
Your life, it had turned your life upside down. This whole
just-
scenario, and how do you feel about
I
it?
want to get the crunchy roll.
I just think it's like a nightmare. I constantly people asking me, well, I saw this video, saw that video on YouTube, this and that, and it's just becomes too much at times.
Yeah. How's this affected your son?
Well, we try not to talk a whole lot, with him. But he'll say me like on my phone or whatever. He's like, Mom, why do you want to listen to that? Because I want to follow what this man's doing. What he's got to say about Ray and this and that. And
I saw you defending Dudley on. That's how I reached out to you.
If you had an opportunity to tell the world anything about this, if you had something to tell the world about Don or Candace Wells, what would it be? I'm going to ask Dudley first, and then I'm going to go to you, Linda.
I think that the world really needs to look a little deeper into their eyes, because if they really listen to them, they don't care about their kids. They're not doing anything to make it better for their kids. So as far as, everybody knows the truth. They know the truth. They're just trying to keep leads off them. It's I don't know what else to say. He's running thousands of people around and wasting their time, their valuable time that they're trying to help them find Summer, and they don't give a shit about Summer. Lying, and he's, eventually just gonna cut his own throat, like he's already done. Multiple times. They played pranks on his sister that he molested at 12, and he said he didn't know what that was. Well, please. I'm pretty sure you all know he knows what that was. Every man out there knows what that was. So, I think if they keep feeding into his bullshit, he's just using it as a trophy. Candus, when he drove past me, or when I drove past him, he gave me a peace sign. And of course I flipped him off. But I told my buddy at work about it, and he's an older cat, and they all know about it. And he said, maybe that wasn't a peace sign, Dudley. He said, maybe that was a sign of victory. World War I or II. He said, they threw that up there for a sign of victory. I I said, well, what would he be victory of? That he's gotten what he wanted, and he's winning. So, but his time will come out. Karma's a bitch. She don't sleep. I don't know. That's about what I can think.
Linda? Yeah, I agree too. I mean, with the CPSRA being involved prior to Summer being missing, if there was an issue in the home that bad, those kids should have been took out then. And maybe Summer would still be around, and everybody's time wouldn't have been wasted. And
Did Summer ever go to any of the job sites?
Yes.
She has.
At least 3 that I know of.
Did Don,
Jonesboro, Rock Springs.
how old was Summer?
5, I think.
5. So recently, within the last 6 months or
In June.
in June. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I mean, I seen her. You know what I mean? Hell, when they got in that little car wreck, they were doing a video chat.
Car wreck?
Yeah, at the dollar store, I think it was, when Grambo had to get hospitalized.
What month was that?
Huh?
What month was that?
June.
June of last year.
Yeah, it was
A little
right
bit
before this happened.
And you said it happened at Dollar General?
I believe it was a dollar store, yes. She was backing up and somebody hit her, and I mean, put a little bitty bump, but Grambo had to get ambulance to the hospital. So she was trying to get some pain pills, they said. Don was making a big joke about it, but I talked to Summer right there, and Don gave her the phone and said, here, talk to Dudley. And I asked her what happened, and she said, oh, we got in a car wreck. They hit Grandma.
What kind of
But
drug?
Summer wasn't hurt.
No,
No bruises.
They went and got checked, supposedly.
When Don, going back to the job site, when Summer was at these job sites, was she just running around the house or
Yeah, like an
unattended?
animal. Yeah, 90 going west. Yep. Didn't have no control over her. I mean, she was running all over the walkboards. That's going across ladders in a stairwell. That's, I don't know, you've seen it, babe. Mm-hmm. That one way I was working at, that was what, 15 feet off the ground? I mean, that's crazy.
What kind of drugs do you know that Don Wells was on? Whether you physically seen him, or you've discussed with him, or you...
I mean, he talked about meth every day.
Every day.
Every day he talked about meth. And I didn't understand why, but he was trying to put me in a category. Like, he tried the first couple of weeks trying to see that I was on meth. But then he tells me, he says, no, you're not on meth. He said, you just like I was when I was young and growing up doing this stuff. He said, you just a hard worker,
Do you
Yes.
think... Go ahead.
But did you see him do meth?
I didn't see him do meth, but I saw something that looked like that substance in his car. So
Do you think he was trying to see if you were a user so he could use...
Yes, yes. He
So
kept
he could
telling
find
me
out
like,
whether he
trying
could use
to
it at
get
a
me
job.
involved in his activity. So
As an asset.
when I wouldn't, he would leave, take off for 15 minutes, come back, and he's boom, 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 boom. But still couldn't do as good of a job to keep up with me. But that's what he had to do because I was just doing my job. We were subcontractors. We didn't work by the hour.
Did he come to work drunk, or did he ever drink on the job?
Yeah, he drinks spoiled milk on the job. That could probably get you drunk. I've never seen him actually drink it. I've never seen him drink, period.
Oh, you never seen him drink?
I've never seen an empty container at his house. And his wife, she would drink them malt liquor cans.
Candus, right?
But, I've never seen him drink at all. But he was fucked up all the time. So he was just on meth. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Because he had his eyes, it was so little, pupils, and you could just tell he was so glossy. I know it wasn't from smoking a joint. In the damn Churchill that he made me go to that Sunday and wasted my damn times. He went there and done the job in the middle of the night. That one right there, he's took the guy's battery, big 20-volt Bridget battery, because he had a radio, and he stuck it in his radio. So, yeah, I seen him do that over there. I was like, Don, I said, that ain't your shit, man. He was like, I'm just borrowing it. I bet he never brought it back.
Anything else you've seen him take off job sites, like tools or people's, like other construction equipment, take it home, or?
I see him take a lot of...
Please stay tuned for the next episode.